LPBW fans slam Audrey Roloff for still ignoring social distancing. Audrey Roloff, one of the most polarizing figures to emerge from the little people, big world universe, has once again stirred controversy, this time for her approach to health guidelines in a post-pandemic world. As much of the population remains cautious about health practices and personal space, fans are calling out the former reality star for what they claim is a blatant disregard for social distancing, even as others try to adapt to evolving safety standards. Audrey, who appeared on LPBW alongside husband Jeremy Roloff, has cultivated a large social media following since exiting the show. With her lifestyle branding, wellness tips, and deeply personal posts about faith, family, and parenting, Audrey remains in the spotlight even if she's no longer part of the TLC series. However, that spotlight hasn't always been kind, especially when her posts land her in hot water with followers who hold strong opinions about health safety, especially after the world faced one of the most disruptive health crises in recent history. Public backlash ignites. Audrey recently shared a string of photos and videos that featured crowded gatherings, tight hugs with friends, and indoor parties with no visible masks or spacing. In one photo, she appeared to be attending a birthday bash with dozens of other adults and children packed closely together. There were no apparent signs of hand sanitizers, air circulation methods, or any attempt at managing health-conscious behavior. Almost immediately, fans flooded the comments section with disapproval. "Have you learned nothing?" one follower wrote. "Some of us lost people. Seeing you ignore distancing like this is so disappointing." Another added, "I love your family, but why post things that you know are going to upset people? It's not just about you, it's about others who might be vulnerable." While Audrey has not directly responded to these criticisms, her silence has done little to ease tensions. Instead, fans have continued to call her out, accusing her of promoting reckless behavior to her large online following. A history of controversial health stances. This isn't the first time Audrey has drawn criticism for her personal stances regarding health practices. Throughout the pandemic, she was vocal about her reluctance to follow strict health mandates. Though she never directly called out mask mandates or vaccines, she often posted about the importance of natural immunity, holistic wellness, and the power of faith and positivity to combat illness. Many fans interpreted these posts as a veiled critique of public health guidance. And now, even in a time when many areas have relaxed restrictions, Audrey's apparent dismissal of continued caution is causing concern. She acts like COVID never happened, one user posted in a popular Reddit thread. "It's the sheer irresponsibility that gets me. She influences a lot of moms, and her messaging is dangerous." Divided audience. While many were quick to criticize, there remains a portion of Audrey's audience that continues to stand by her. These supporters argue that life must go on, and that each person has the right to make their own health decisions, especially after enduring years of lockdowns and social isolation. "She's just living her life," one fan commented. "People need to stop trying to control others. If you're still scared, stay home." Another wrote, "Audrey promotes health in a way that resonates with a lot of us. She's about strengthening the body, not giving into fear." This ideological split reflects a broader national and global debate. The line between personal freedom and social responsibility has never been more blurred, and Audrey appears to be caught right in the middle. Influencer responsibility under fire. As someone with over 1 million followers across various platforms, Audrey occupies a space of influence that extends far beyond the LPBW fandom. Her followers include young mothers, Christian families, and wellness seekers who look to her for guidance and inspiration. Critics argue that this influence comes with responsibility. When you reach that many people, especially vulnerable people like young mothers or those unsure of what to believe, you don't get to just say, "This is my choice," said one concerned commenter. "You set examples whether you want to or not." It's not just fans who have noticed. Some watchdog groups that monitor influencer behavior have taken note of Audrey's recent posts, calling them concerning and potentially misleading. Although no official action has been taken, the growing scrutiny could lead to more public discussion about the role influencers play in health discourse. Jeremy Roloff's role. Interestingly, Jeremy Roloff has remained largely silent on the matter. While he appears in many of the same photos and shares similar views with Audrey on health and faith, he hasn't addressed the backlash either publicly or on social media. Some fans speculate that the silence is strategic. Jeremy doesn't want to get dragged into this, but he agrees with her, one fan theorized. They've always marched to their own beat, but they can't pretend they don't know how this looks. Others wonder if the couple is purposefully leaning into controversy to maintain relevancy. They haven't been on TV in years, but they're still being talked about, said one fan. It's all part of the brand now. Stir the pot, stay in the headlines. The larger picture. Audrey's latest social distancing controversy is not just about one event or a single post. It's emblematic of a much larger cultural rift, one where personal beliefs about health, science, and freedom clash with communal needs and collective responsibility. To some, Audrey is a mom doing her best to raise her kids authentically and with joy. To others, she's a dangerously influential voice who consistently skirts the line between individuality and irresponsibility. Her fans may admire her for standing firm in her beliefs, but that admiration doesn't protect her from public scrutiny. And the more she shares images of life lived closely, hugs, parties, indoor playdates, the more the comments section becomes a battleground of opinion and outrage. Where does TLC stand? Although the Roloffs are no longer a part of the main cast of Little People, Big World, their actions still reflect on the show's legacy. TLC has not made any official statement about the matter, but some viewers have reached out to the network on social platforms, expressing concern over the Roloff family's public image and what it represents. The show's ongoing connection to controversial figures, even those no longer active, creates an optics issue for the network. While TLC has dealt with public backlash in the past with other former stars, Audrey and Jeremy's situation seems to exist in a gray area, making it harder to assess from a network perspective. The children in the spotlight. Another point of contention is the presence of the couple's children in these public gatherings. In most of the photos and videos, the couple's young kids are seen playing with others in crowded environments. Health-conscious followers expressed concern not just for the safety of Audrey's children, but for the exposure risk to other children in these settings. You can choose for yourself, but your kids don't get a say, one user commented. And the parents of those other children may not even know the risks they're being exposed to.